What is up, guys? DZ here. I ended up picking up high rarity psychic stuff because I'm considering playing Cosmos and you need it. So I want to put the stuff to use. So I just kind of came up with this deck with stuff I had lying around. One card I don't have is Silent Psychic Wizard, which would definitely be a 1 or a 2 of, but we're going to make do without it. The deck still runs pretty fine with it, and by the time that I play in like another tournament, I'm pretty sure I'll have at least 1 copy of that card. But here's what I have so far. Playing 3 copies of Serene Psychic Witch, 2 copies of Psychic Jumper, 1 Esper Girl, and 1 Psychic Commander. These are your Earth Psychics. Like this is what the whole deck's built around. Psychic Jumper and Serene Psychic Witch are like the whole reason that you would play this deck. They're really cool. Jumper is really powerful, forcing a creature swap where you get to pick the targets. And then Serene Psychic just has a lot of uses. You can just use her as a floater, or you can just like tutor any of these cards. Pretty cool. We're playing 3 Crane Crane. There's a ton of combos with Crane Crane. Most of the time, you're going to be bringing back Serene Psychic Witch. And then if you have like an E-Telly, you can special jumper and swap the Witch and make like a level 5 synchro and then run it over, get the Witch effect. Also, if you have Crane Crane E-Telly, you can special summon like Commander or Ghost Ogre, and then bring back a level 3 monster and make Trish, so that's kind of neat. But Crane Crane's is really good in this deck. 2 Grand Soil. I don't think this card's good enough at 3, but it is pretty cool. It's just like a game ender. One of the reasons I don't play it at 3 is because you don't have as much graveyard manipulation. It's not even like the absence of Silent Psychic Wizard, because that's only like a 1 Earth graveyard thingy. Like it only gets 1 Earth out of the graveyard, but like without Redox was like the card that you used to like really make your graveyard the way you wanted it. So without that card, I think 2 of these is just fine. We're also playing 1 Card Trooper. This is a level 3 monster. This deck's kind of lacking normal summons, so Trooper's pretty cool. But if you don't see Serene early on, you could be in a rough spot, so I think Trooper is fine as a 1 of. Then we're playing 1 Giant Rat. Giant Rat is neat, I guess. Back when Jeff topped this deck, I guess 3 years ago now, he was playing 2 of this card. Format was really different, but obviously. But Giant Rat's fine, just for like a lot of the times you don't want to sit around and wait for it to be destroyed, because like they might destroy it by card effect. So a lot of times I just crash and special a Serene from my deck. I think that's a pretty good play. And then I'm only playing 1 Mythic Water Dragon. I was playing 3 of this card at one point when I first built this deck. So the cool part about that guy is that you can special summon it when you have Psychic Jumper on board and then make Leo. That's a pretty cool play. And then you can special it when you have Psychic Commander to make Star Eater. So that's it for like the main monsters. And then we have like a million hand traps in this deck, which is pretty cool. Means you don't die very often. So we're playing 3 copies of Veiler. Veiler's pretty cool, I hear. 2 Ghost Ogre. I don't think this card is normally worth main decking, but like it's a psychic, so you can do like a ton of combos with it. So that's pretty cool. And then 2 Max C, just to like draw into these cards. And like I said, like there's not a lot of monsters that are like standalone monsters. So you like want to draw into them, so Max C helps you get there. And then 2 Construction Train Signal Red, another one of my favorite cards. You can like protect stuff, but also it's level 3 Earth. So you can like make synchro plays, make exceed plays. It's an Earth for Grand Soil. Just a really good all-around card. So you have lots of hand traps. Like you really got to pay attention when you're playing this deck, and it kind of makes it annoying for your opponent. So that's it for the monsters. For the spells, we're playing 3 E-Telly. It's a psychic deck, obviously. Like I said, like you can make Trish with it. You can, in a pinch, special summon like Ghost Ogre and then like destroy a loser turn. So you could like E-Telly out of Ghost Ogre in attack mode, and then when loser turn activates, just Ghost Ogre it. That's kind of neat. There's just a lot of combos with it. It's pretty cool. 2 MST. Necros are obviously a really big deck right now, but with like tunes coming out soon, and with like crossover soul or Is that what it's called? Crossover Souls? No, that's the pack we have right now. The next pack that's coming out, whenever a new pack comes out or a new format starts, I like to play MST because you like don't know what people are gonna try to play. Playing 2 creature swap. Creature swap's pretty cool in this deck for the same reason that Psychic Jumper is. You can even give them like really stupid stuff. Like you can just like normal summon Ghost Ogre. Like you normal summon any of your hand traps. Or like if you make like a Crane play, but you get like Veilered, you can just creature swap the Crane away and really do some damage. And then we're just playing like the 3 1-of power spells, Soul Charge, Book, and Regeki. Luckily, we don't have to play any Jin outs because that card is banned. But Soul Charge is really cool in this deck because you can just like it really just gives you a huge amount of flexibility. For the traps, there's only 6 of them. Just 3 Fiendish Chain. Slide these out a lot, but I think they're fine just for like stalling. 1 Torrential. This triggers Serene as well as it triggers Card Trooper. So I think Torrential is good just for like, once again, like you just want to slow down the game until you draw like a playable hand. And then 1 Warning, because Warning is really powerful. And then 1 Drive Avarice. This card's really good. I mean, just really, really good. You can use it defensively to like recycle all your hand traps, and then you can use it aggressively to put yourself down to 5 Earth's Engrave, and then Grand Soil. That's pretty neat. For the rank 3s, we're playing Mech Equipped, Alucard, Leviathan. Dante's probably better than Leviathan, but I don't have a Dante anymore, and no one at locals had them, so we're just gonna play those. And then there's just like a bunch of synchros, no like rank 4s or anything. You don't need those. So our mateys, both the Naturia guys, obviously really powerful. Goyo. This is in here because you want something to make if you like Crane back a Ghost Ogre and have no other plays. I don't know if Goyo's too good right now, but it's okay. It's okay, I guess. And then 1 Black Rose, as well as a Clearwing. These are kind of hard to make, but like once I pick up a Silent Psychic Wizard, they'll be a lot more viable. So they're just in there for now as placeholders. Stardust, Crimson, Scrap Dragon. Those cards are all just like your... I think they're the best 8s in the game right now. Like I've considered playing Thought Ruler, but I don't think Thought Ruler is like super necessary. But if you want to play it, then by all means go for it. And then for the really big synchros, 1 Trish, obviously because it's back. Like this card's just like devastating because yeah, so like this Trish, unlike the other Trish, you can't play around it because it's up to 1 card from each area. So like they can't just not have a hand. Like you can still banish 1 of the field engraves. That's really good. And it doesn't target like the current Trish. Then 1 Leo and 1 Star Eater. So that's it for the extra deck. And then like the side deck doesn't really matter because kind of just locals reliant. But we have the 3rd MST, 2 Mirror of the Ice Barrier. I think this is my favorite Nekroz counter in this deck because usually you can survive the turn. You don't really care if your stuff gets banished, unlike a deck like Volcanics where you like don't want like your Scattershots or Shells to get banished. This deck you don't really care, so you can just Mirror the Ice Barrier and just like plus like 1,000,000 and hopefully win from that. I'm also playing 3 Decree. You can just side out your... Like, you're not really playing that many traps anyway, you're only playing 6. You probably just side out the Phoenix Chains for Decrees against like decks like Satellar Knights or like Burning Abyss or whatever. Then I'm playing 3 Mistake. Mistake's really cool. None of your cards search, like not a single card in this deck searches. I should probably look through real quick to make sure that's correct. But yeah, none of the cards search in this deck. So Mistake's really good. I don't think I would main deck it. I mean, maybe if you're going to like a bigger tournament, you could main deck it, but not at like a locals, which is all I'm going to be playing this at. So Mistake's really cool. 2 Fairy Wind, 2 Debunk. Debunk's mainly just for Mermills if that deck becomes a thing. I don't know if it's going to be, like, I don't think Mermills are a great deck right now, but people might, like, it might be more popular because of the Dragoon's semi-limit. And then 2 Shadow Mirror. You could side Light Mirror. I don't really know what I would side in against, though, because against the Tellers, you just side in Decree, maybe Mistake, so I don't think you would side in Lightmere against them. Yeah, but overall, it's just like a fun deck to play at locals. The only real changes I would make to it is just adding Silent Psychic Wizard, probably take out a Card Trooper, maybe one of the Veilers. I don't really know, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck profile, first deck profile of the, I guess, July 16th ban list. Kind of on a weird date. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.